Here you go. Teach English as a second language. All right. Now, this was a headline in the local paper. NBC is leaving Burbank. We talked about that. It deals with how it will affect some of the local merchants. It says, NBC leaving Burbank. Beatrice Martinez, owner of A&O Liquors across the street from NBC's Tonight Show, is not positive about the store's future. We rely on the Tonight Show for maybe 50% of our business. Supreme Court ponders whether innocent person can be executed. Well, I say, why not? Here's a costume made in China. I'll show you the costume. On the back, you can see what it is. It is a vampire cape. This sounds like one from New York tabloids. One-legged man from Ames steals three-legged dog. Well, that makes sense, really. I don't know if you can read the directions. I will read it to you. For external use only, avoid contact with eyes, ears, brain. And so, do not apply directly to the brain. Never seen. New. I lost 765 pounds in 29 weeks. That's pretty amazing. I mean, you're cutting off limbs at that point. Keep infants safe and comfortable. Yeah, look at this. Why don't you keep your kids in a cage? Look at that. How awful is that? Look at this. Simple pleasures. Amish acres. Partake in the many simple pleasures of Amish country, including horse-drawn buggies, quaint shops, and live Broadway musicals. Really, what? There are gays living in Iran. Say gays living in Iran. Green beans. And a can of green beans. Found a rat head. She complained. Company offered her $100. She refused to take it. I love the company's response. Company says rat head was safe to eat. Look what it says. The rodent was rendered commercially sterile. We cook each can individually at temperature up 270 degrees. It's a perfectly safe rat head to eat. Cooking school, a big hit, I'll say. Show pride in your state. Display your state flag with pride. Yeah, what state is that, actually?
That was the Canadian anthem.
Was that O Canada?
That was O Canada.
Really? That was O Canada?
That was it, man.
Don't make him stand like he's got a crown on his head. Okay, look at that. Kayaking through Virginia's wine country. You can combine wine tasting with a gentle kayak excursion. I don't know, does that look like a gentle kayak excursion? It's like, okay, a little too much wine! Dresden Fire Department. You know, it's a shame they even have to tell people this. The fire department is seeking cakes for their October 21st cake auction. And look at the rules. The entry must be a real cake with no X-lax in the frosting and cannot resemble any body part. And these parents couldn't be more proud. Winners of drunk driving contests announced. Here's your government work. City Council runs out of time to discuss shorter meetings. I love this one. Amtrak, train, and truck collide. Florida Highway Patrolman spokesman said Larry Cogan said 15 people on the train were taken to hospitals. The rest were taken to a nearby bowling alley. Gandhi's restaurant and bar. Gandhi didn't drink. What's that? Come in and fast with us. Nobody's buying anything. I don't understand. Lead-lined coffins called a health risk. To who? You're dead! Here's a heck of a deal.
All right.
Santa Ynez Valley Ranch. Look down on the stars from this unique 9,800 square foot, 5-bedroom, 5-bath residence. Best view property in the entire valley. 1,075 plus acres. $3.9 million. 200 plus acre horse ranch with income and 15 separate structures also available. And look, $5 off with this ad. Bake on a cookie sheet for 20 to 40 minutes, depending on how big your breasts are. Well, okay. I don't even know how that would... Wow. Recipe correction. You know, they always make... In a recipe for salsa published recently, one of the ingredients was misstated due to an error. The correct ingredient is 2 tablespoons of cilantro, not 2 tablespoons of cement. Bosch wiper blades, specially designed for rear wiping performance. That sounds bad. Okay, happy anniversary, Mrs. Egbert. They've been married 50 years. Interesting. You know, people change as they get older.
All right.
You know, they've been married 50 years. For the first 25 years, they were a white couple. The last 25, they became an African-American couple. This church acquires new minister. I don't know if that's quite my cup of tea. Well, what would Jesus do? Well, I'll tell you. This is when you know you got a rough neighborhood. 52-foot of officers to patrol violent neighborhoods. Giant cops walking the beat. Brushy Mountain Winery. Who doesn't enjoy Booger Swamp white wine? Look at this. A fun, low-tech way to predict the weather with the weather stick. And you want to have it right at your child's eye level. Okay, so you... Con sends death threat note to judge after learning to write in prison. Well, nice to know he's turned his life around. Stun gun for sale, 65,000 volts. Show mom you really care. What is that? Here you go, Mark. This is the Culver City Observer. Oh, look at the headline this week. Oh, another week, another murder. Woman is unsure how she sat on pork chop bone. Doctors removed the 4-inch bone last October from the left cheek of her buttocks. The bone had been in there between 5 and 10 years. We thought it was a tumor. We were thrilled to find out it was just a pork chop bone, said her son. I thought I was dying from cancer. I just had a pork chop bone in my rear end. The family is thrilled. Berserk llama bites woman. The llama suffered from a rare behavioral problem called Berserk llama syndrome. Look at the top one. Well-placed knee can help cool male ego. Look at the doctor down below. Cause of testicular plane not always clear. Okay. Police blotter. Bryan Middle School reported the theft of an American flag on the morning of October 1st. The 4.5 by 3-foot flag was described as being red, white, and blue. So if you've seen that, my pledge, elect Natalie M. Brunner to Congress. Look at her pledge. When I realized that no one person can solve all of our problems, I resolved to be a person who contributes to them. Now, when you're elected prom king, you get to hold the what? The scepter? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
The scepter.
Right.
It's the scepter, isn't it? Here's Haggerty and Gardner crowned king and queen. Combined with his new knightly title and sphincter, Haggerty was taken back. One more? Oh, sorry. Okay, one last one. Now, this is a combination of cranberry, apple, and granola. It's a drink.
All right.
It's a drink. This is why you hire people come up with a fashion lane. Now locally made crapola. Bad name. Bad name. Well, if you have a headline, send us Tonight Show with Jay Leno.